Hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel, and today's video is the part 3 in the series of MLFlow. So today I'm going to explain how to deploy ML model using FastAPI and serve model from model MLFlow Model Registry. Okay. So in my previous two videos, in the part 1, I have explained how to record the experiment in MLFlow, and in the second video, I have explained how to do the model serving from MLFlow Model Registry. Okay, so these two videos will be the prerequisite to understand everything completely from this video. Okay, so I hope you have already gone through that one. If not, then please go through that one. Okay, because I'll be starting from that point. Okay, so what will be the outcome from this video, from this learning basically? So here you will see, you will get the two endpoints created, mainly the predict species. So here I'm going to use the iris data set, which is nothing but the different flower categories. Okay, and then we'll train a model which will predict flower in a particular category. Okay, so let me show you like how the data set looks like. So you all must be knowing how iris data look like. Okay, but I'm again, so this is how iris data set looks like. Basically it has 4 different parameters, so like sepal length and width and petal length and width, and then corresponding class based on these parameters, like which class it belongs. Okay, there are 3 categories in this class. Okay, so this is the data set basically. So I'm going to create a very basic model, and then we'll be creating the classifier, and then registering that in the model registry and doing the deployment using FastAPI. Okay, so let's start. So once I reach till here, then I will show you how to do the prediction, how to run this one. Okay, so let me start basically. So again, one more thing, guys, here in this deployment, I'll be showing 2 parts basically. One, I'll be serving model from MLFlow Model Registry, because there are certain advantages for that. I will be explaining what are the advantages. And then again, in the second part, I will also explain like if you are very much sure, okay, this is your particular model, which is the optimized one. And even you don't want to use the MLFlow registry, then you can directly upload your pickle file, your model binary, and then do the deployment from that as well. Okay, so we'll see that later, because MLFlow brings a lot of advantage on the plate. Okay, so let's start with that part. So what I'm going to do basically, so let me open this part basically. So this is the notebook which I have already explained. So like this one, MLFlow model serving live demo in my last video. So you can just quickly go through. Okay, I have just removed some part of that code and kept whatever exactly needed in this one. Okay, because in this one I have explained a lot more things, like what are the different method to register the model, what are the different ways to do the transition from staging to production, all those things. Okay, all each and minute detail I have explained here. But in this one, I just removed some part of the code which is maybe like repetitive basically. So here I just kept that one. Okay, so you just execute this one, like it will explain how to create conda environment and everything, the model creation part, everything. Okay, so this I have already explained, not touching again. Okay, so then create experiment basically. Okay, and then from here I'm just going to start the MLFlow server, because I need to show you, okay, what are already registered model are there. Okay, so let me start it. So basically, again guys, I'm just recapping. So you can only start MLFlow server inside MLFlow like directory, so where all the MLFlow related code is there, and of course you need to activate the conda environment MLFlow 2.0, because that's where you will get the MLFlow. Okay, otherwise it will give error like MLFlow not found or something. So you start MLFlow server. So the moment I'm starting MLFlow server, I can see, okay, what are model registered. So you just open localhost here, and if you go to the model section, so here you will see these 3 models are registered in the model registry, but none of them is in production. Okay, so we just need to move them, one of them in production. So let's move this part into the production. Okay, so I will again go to my Jupyter notebook. Just a minute. Okay, and here, yeah, this one I can close this. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, so here what you need to do, so yeah, so this is the code basically. So I can do just import MLFlow. Otherwise, I need to run all those above line of code. Okay, it will take time. So import MLFlow. So from there, you can get this tracking MLFlow client, and then this model is already available there because I have already shown you here, like Iris classifier. You can took any one of them, okay, or whatever you have registered as a MLFlow model registry. Okay, I'm just picking this one, and I will move to production. So next time I come here, you will see here the version information will be there. Okay, I'm just running this block of code. Okay, so this model is registered, moved to production. Now, if I go here, I just refresh this block, then you see here. Okay, so this model is registered in the production. Okay, this I have already explained, but anyway, I needed that one, so I did again. Okay, and now I just need to do the set tracking URI. Okay, and then you just run this command again, so that it will create an environment variable in your local Windows system. So the moment you run this, you will see if you open your environment variable, you will see here a system variable, or you can create it manually as well. Okay, and after that, what you need to do, you need to start MLFlow model serving part. Okay, I'm just again doing the serving here. Okay, again you need to go to the same directory. Okay, you need to activate the Conda environment and then do this part. Okay, and then here just keep a separate port, not the 5000 one. Okay, then the moment I run this, let it serve. Okay, it has started serving. Yeah, like this, serving on HTTP this. Okay, and port number this one. So what MLFlow by default gives, it gives this URL. Okay, and you need to give the exact port number in location. Okay, and now you can pass this information and you do the prediction. Okay, so it will do the prediction perfectly. Yeah. Yeah. So now you see, you can see the output basically. Okay. So now you can use same URL inside your web application. Okay, where you are going to deploy. So now from here, I will start the fast API part. So now you come here and so basically, guys, what you need to do here. So again, you need some environment where you have installed the fast API. So okay, so here this is nothing but the VS Code IDE. So for that, all the web related code, I use this VS Code IDE. This is very good. Okay, so if you're not familiar, basically, so you can install this VS Code from the Google. I have another video, so I will just give that link as well in the description, how to install this VS Code and how to start writing the code. Okay, so that you can refer, but for now, what you can do, you can open your folder. So wherever you want to create this block of code, so I'm just referring this folder. Okay, so it will open. So in your case, it will be empty. Okay, but I will explain how to create each one file. Okay, each and individual file. So for that, again, you can so what you need to do to create the virtual environment, so python -m. So basically, always try to create a virtual environment one directory before. Okay, so that whatever projects you want to create later, you can use same virtual environment by installing different dependencies inside that. So what I have done, basically, I have created python -m venv. So this is the syntax, and give any virtual environment name. So I have given venv itself, but you can give any name, maybe a fast API, venv, any name you can give. Okay, and then hit enter. It will create a virtual environment. Okay, after that, you need to activate that one. So how you will activate, you need to be present in that same directory, then give your virtual environment name, then script, then slash activate. The moment you run this part of code, it will activate virtual environment, and then immediately you will see virtual environment name here. Okay, so this part you can do yourself. Okay, now I'm again going in my project folder. Okay, here. So now virtual environment will be still activated. So here, what you do, just create using this, you create a main.py file. Okay, so I have already created, so it will not allow me to create, but you just hit enter, it will create a main.py. So you can come here. Okay, so but I will start with that MLFlow one. So here I have used the this one directly loading the a pickle file, but I will explain this later. But you can write the same block of code in your main.py. Naming doesn't matter. Okay, so here what you need to do is inside that virtual environment, what you need to do, pip install fast API This is needed the moment you install, so all FastAPI related dependencies will be installed. Okay, then you also need some other things like request. So you need to install this to serve to do the post and all post request, and then you need to again install scikit-learn. All those things you install, and then you also need some pandas, numpy. So just do installation like this, so it will keep on installing inside your virtual environment. Okay, so I hope you have installed everything. So now what you need to do, you need to import certain dependencies. For example, import FastAPI from FastAPI, import FastAPI itself, and then file, form, and upload. Okay, so these will be needed for like sending the parameter from form body and then uploading a file, because we'll be seeing the batch prediction as well. And then we from Pydantic you import base model. So this will be used for creating some classes, class-like structure. So for example, here I'm creating iris species as a base model. So what it will do, basically, it will allow me to send these 4 parameters as a request body. Okay, for that I'm using this base model. So of course, this is not the ML model, basically. Okay, and then import pickle, some like for a model like a pickle loading and unloading models, and numpy, pandas. It is all you know, and then request for to send the post request, basically. Okay, and then I'm creating the application for FastAPI. So you just create app is equal to FastAPI. I'm creating the class, basically, for our request body. Then this is my default root method. So this is nothing but the decorator, basically. So with slash, so the very first time when you run the application, it will land here. Okay, and then I'm creating basically 2 endpoints. So one is like predict with function name as a predict method, and another as like files with function name as a batch prediction. Okay, so this I will be using for batch prediction, where I'll upload the file, and this I will be used for individual species prediction. Okay, so here basically again I'm passing a parameter like iris species, so it will accept this kind of structure in the input request body. Okay, and from there I'm just converting to the dictionary. Okay, so the moment you run this application, so let me run and explain simultaneously so that you can understand what is exactly happening here. Okay, so to run, basically what you need to do, uvcon. Okay, this is the server, basically, for FastAPI, and then what you can do, basically the file name main, and then application name, that is app, and hyphen reload. So if you are doing reload, basically, so this is needed in development environment, so that if I do any changes in this sort of code, then it will again refresh the application by default. Okay, so now I hit enter, it is running here. So let me open here. So as you see, so so I was running this main.2, so I need to define that one. Okay, main.2, because this is the file I want to run. Okay, so if you come here, okay, so here you will see hello world. So now to access the endpoints, what you need to do, you just need to pass append this docs, basically. So here you will see these 2 URLs are coming. So these 2 are nothing but coming from this this part, basically. First one is this one, and another one is this one. Okay, this one. So these 2 URL endpoints will be reflected here, and this is the default one. Okay, so forget about that one. So let me explain this thing. So this is a request body. Basically, from here you can send the values for this parameter. So that's where let me explain this method first. So this is coming from the base model, and whatever parameter are coming as a request body, you are converting into the dictionary. So these things, basically, this you are converting to the dictionary, and then I'm accessing each and individual values for this parameter and creating a list of dictionary. Okay, and that you will pass. And again here this will be data in, so I will be just printing and I'll showing you. And then I already have got the endpoints for our MLFlow model serving. So this is the endpoint of the MLFlow model, basically. Okay, so the again I can tell you one more advantage here. So this is the direct endpoint from MLFlow model serving. Okay, so once this I'm deploying this using FastAPI. So if in future you got another optimized model, so from MLFlow, simply you move that model to production and the old model to archive. Okay, simply change the state and then restart ML server, and then again here you don't need to change anything. Here it will automatically take care. Okay, so that you do as exercise. If you get any problem, just drop me a comment and I will help you there. Okay, if you are getting any error, but if you're restarting or shutting down any server, just give some 10 to 15 minute time to reflect the changes. Okay, immediately, sometimes immediate changes are not reflecting. So, okay, so don't worry, just give some time and it will work. Okay, if you're not working, that just let me know. Okay, so here, that's the advantage of MLFlow basically. So you don't need to do any changes here. You just change the model there, and here it will be automatically taken care. Okay, but if you are loading model pickle file directly here, then you have referring only one model here. Then again, if you have any change in the model, then again you need to come back to this code and then you need to change this one. So that's the disadvantage of directly using the model, right? So now I define the endpoints here, whatever you got from model serving. Okay, and then this is the data, you pass this as a part of JSON request. Okay, and then you create a post request here using request.post, pass the endpoint and then data using JSON in form of JSON basically. Okay, and then you just execute this part, then you will see the result. Okay. Okay, so I will just so what you can do, just try it out. So you just pass certain parameter here, for example 1.6. Okay, 5.7, just randomly I'm passing 9.5 something. Okay, 1.2, and just let me do the prediction, do the execute, and then you will see output here. Okay, so now you see output here. So you saw the response is 200. Okay, and this is the request body basically coming, and here in this you will see the response output body response, but like the prediction. So iris virginica. So for this parameter, whatever you have passed, it has predicted like this. Okay, so this is the predicting for single species. Okay, now we have batch prediction as well. Okay, so so guys, here you will see each endpoint is providing the curl request also. I'll just execute this also later, but let me first explain the batch prediction here. So if I just go through this code here, so here is nothing but I'm expecting a file. So that's where I provided this file as in terms of bytes, basically byte request, and this is some unified encoding, and then a string IO, and then of that string object I'm passing to pd.read underscore CSV, that is a pandas thing. Okay, and then we'll get the data frame, and then from data frame again I'm converting those values to list. Again, ultimately I will get the list of list of dictionaries with values like this. Okay, so here you have one single item. This is one item basically with comma separated. You have multiple item because here those will be coming from file system. Okay, and then again I'm passing in terms of JSON, and then same endpoints basically. Okay, and then here I will print the response.text. Okay, because here it will have multiple responses. Okay, so again let's see here how it will do. So if you expand the batch prediction, you do try it out, then just open your the predictor file. So here this is nothing but this is the file. Okay, so here we have multiple items available with these parameter, and then I need to predict the class for each item. Okay, here if I do execute, then it will give me the response. Yeah, so now you see here for this file, it has predicted these classes. Okay, so for each individual item, it has predicted but one particular class. Okay, so it is successful. So now here also you will see okay, so it has predicted this response, and then 200 success code. So that is successful written. Okay, so that's how you can do the batch prediction. Okay, so now let's see one more thing here. So this FastAPI endpoints creates the so how you can access the endpoint basically. If you come here, just a minute for this. So for this, okay, so you need to try it out, then you will get the. So again, I need to pass certain values. Okay, quickly to show you the curl one. Yeah, now see, you got the output for that, right? So this you already seen, but I was about to explain the curl request. Okay, so this endpoints also create the curl request. So what you can do, you can simply execute this curl by pasting this whole line to the command prompt. But if you as it is paste that into command prompt, then what you need to do basically, you need to create it in one line. Otherwise, in command prompt, it will give error if you directly paste. So what I would suggest, basically, you just put it in like a notepad and remove this line, okay? And then make everything in one line. So then it will work. So this you do for this whole block of code. But instead of that, what I would suggest, the better way. So better way is like you simply come here, okay, and create a new file using you can name it curl 123.sh, whatever name you can give, okay, and paste the whole thing here, okay, and you save it. And then what you can do, if you are using VS Code, then of course you will get the git bash here. You come here, so using this you can execute the sh file, sh curl 123.sh, okay. The moment you hit this one, it will give you the same output like this. So whatever your API endpoint has predicted. So like this, you can execute the curl request as well. Okay, and same if you are having the batch prediction, so same way you will get the API sorry curl endpoint for batch request as well. So like this, if you do execute, then you will get the curl endpoint like this. Okay, so you can simply copy here and then just come here, and then you can just simply comment this because I want to execute the another one. Okay, and just do Control S, save, and then again execute the same file again. Okay, then here you will get the prediction values, predicted classes for all the items like this. Okay, so like this you can execute your curl request. Fine. So I hope till this point everything is clear, like how to create the endpoints using FastAPI. Okay, and inside that I'm using the model served from the MLFlow Model Registry. So like this. Okay, but let me quickly also tell, if you don't want to use the MLFlow, so what you can also do in that main.py I have kept. Okay, so for that, if you have trained your model, so this is the model training code quickly. Okay, so this already you guys know, I'm assuming. So just import everything and then this, okay, and then simply create a model, and using pickle.dump, you just save it to pickle file locally. Okay, so I'm assuming this file is saved in the same folder. Okay, now you come here, everything is same. This part I have already explained, this also I have explained. Okay, this also I have explained. So instead of that reading the model from MLFlow registry, okay, what you can do, you can simply load the model using pickle.load. Okay, rest everything will be same. So from loaded model dot predict, you can get the prediction, and dot predict proba, you can get the probability, and then you can return it. And same way for the batch system, also for file system. Okay, this is just normal Python code. So here, what the difference, what the advantage you get if you are using MLFlow, basically, see, you deployed this whole thing and your application is running. But what if in future you got the optimized model? Then in that case, you need to come and change this here. You need to change the code part, basically. Okay, and then in that case you need to redeploy the model. But if you are using redeploy the application, but if you are using the MLFlow functionality, then you simply change the basically you go to MLFlow, just a minute. uh, okay, you just simply go here, okay, and change any other model. If you feel okay, this is your optimized model, you change this stage to production. Okay, you just make that as a production, and then you then again restart the ML server. So from here you can change the stage to production, but of course before that you need to downgrade that previous production to archive or is staging. Okay, so at a time it's better to have one model in production. So you just change the production, and then again whatever we have started the ML server, right? So not this, basically this one. Okay, here we have started this ML server, right? So this part, so you just stop this part and restart this. Okay, then the newly moved model in production in MLFlow model registry will be started serving. Okay, and that's it. And here in the FastAPI level, in the web code level, you don't need to do any changes. This URL will be same as long as you are serving in the same port. Okay, then again by default, this web application or these endpoints will take the latest model from the model registry. Okay, so that is the advantage here. But guys, while changing the stage, and while restarting the ML server, just give some 10 to 15 minute time. Okay, because sometime it start referring the old one. Okay, it is not pointing the new one. Okay, because the navigation takes time. Okay, so give some time and then you will see the differences. Okay, but if you are getting any error or anything, just drop me a message and I will help you out there. Okay, so this is all about how to deploy the models using FastAPI, and here I have explained loading the model from local as well as loading the model from model registry, and that has of course certain advantages of the MLFlow. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, you liked it, and let me know your thoughts from the comment. And if you like my videos, then please don't forget to share in the ML community. That's how you can support me. So yeah, that's it for today's. And in next video, I'll create a Flask application and will deploy the same model there. Okay, so that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching.